Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, your boy, and today I thought we would take a look at the recording studio that I do my videos in. It's not really a studio, you know, one day maybe, but right now it's just a room that I do my videos in, and I thought I would break it down for you guys since I will be moving here soon. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up. I am recording it before I move, obviously, but I'm not sure when this is going to go up, but by the time then you'll probably see a different background. I just thought I would show you guys what the studio is that I work in right now and everything, kind of break down everything that you know is behind me that you usually don't get to see. If you guys see something in the video that you might want to get for yourself, of course you can just check the description. I'll probably put links down there for most of the things that you would want to get from my setup. And if I don't and you see something in the video that's not in the description, of course you can just ask me in the comments or get up with me on Twitter, one of those two, and I'll try to get up with you guys ASAP as possible. So the first thing that you'll see when entering this room is a walk-in closet here on the right. It's really not that interesting, to be honest. I just kind of use it to keep my comic books, audio equipment I'm not using at the moment, collectible boxes, basically things that I have no use for in the actual room itself. I kind of just put into this closet. This thing used to be an absolute mess actually before I moved my recording stuff into this room, but I cleaned it up and now I sort of know where some stuff is. Maybe. Now let's get to the actual room itself. Let's move in past the closet. This room isn't huge. It's probably less than 200 square feet if you exclude the space where the closet's at in this corner here where literally nothing goes except for some old boxes and a dresser. I like to keep things tidy, but I'm not a huge neat freak when it comes to this sort of stuff. I just don't like a mess, honestly. And as you can imagine in this room, because of how small it is and all the lights and everything and there's just so much stuff in here, it can get pretty damn hot in this room very quickly, especially when I'm recording stuff. Now, you've probably seen this in the back of my videos all the time, and this is actually a big Samsung 65-inch TV, and I bought this last year to watch all my stuff on. But to be honest with you, I actually rarely use this thing. I only pretty much use it when I'm eating dinner. I assumed I would be using it a lot more, but I worked with Hisense last year on one of their televisions, and they sent me over a big 65-inch TV also, so then I had two 65-inch TVs, which is just absolutely insane, because I used to only have one like 40-inch TV, now I have two 65-inch TVs, and I actually have that one in my bedroom, and I use that one a lot more. Now that I'm moving, I'll probably end up putting this Samsung that's in the back of my videos right now. I'll just end up putting that into the front room and use that a lot more and let, you know, my roommates use it too, because it's not getting a lot of use back there right now. And of course I can just eat dinner in the front room or whatever the deal is when we move into the new place. Now behind the TV itself, I have two Philip Hue Bloom lights on each side of the stand, usually on the red and the blue lights. I don't really switch them too often, with a LED strip attached to the top of the television, usually on the white color, because I just like the white ambience at the top with the red and blue at the bottom. I think this really brings together this part of the room. It's amazing what a little accent color will do to a spot in a room that was bland before. Just put some accent colors on the wall and it'd be like, wow, this is incredible. What are you, some sort of international mastermind of rooms? Yes. The couch that you see here was actually given to me by the owner of the local comic book shop. He's one of my good friends, and I used it before in the office space that I was in, but then I moved into this room and I just, you know, decided to keep the couch anyways and put it in here just because I knew I was going to get a TV eventually. And then I got that, and I pretty much just used the couch to eat my dinner on. It's definitely beat up. You can tell it's beat up, but I think it served its purpose and I still use it today. So now for this big old shelving unit. This used to be behind me in my old office space, and you'll remember it from earlier videos on this channel if you've been around for a while, but now it kind of sits off to the side instead of right behind me, and I can't take it with me to the new place that I'm living in because it's too small. I don't think it'll actually fit in there, but hey, that's what she said. I'm a huge DC fan, so I have a ton of these little DC busts, most of them from the DC animated universe. You know, I love the Flash, you know, Bane's awesome. I have a bunch of these cool little things. I got most of them at the same time, and I think they're numbered, like they're rare. So I don't know how rare they are, but they're numbered, which I thought was pretty neat, and I enjoy them. I think they're pretty neat. I also have my 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque from my other channel, and I hope to get another plaque here soon on this channel. Hint. I'm a big pop vinyl fan too, but I actually started collecting these less and less recently. I used to buy them for pretty much anything. If I saw a pop vinyl, I pretty much just bought it regardless of the series. But now I really only keep up with the WWE, sometimes Teen Titans Go, but mostly just WWE. Of course, I have other things on this shelf, like I have this WWF Attitude Era Championship, a big plush of Agumon from Digimon, some Power Rangers stuff that just refuses to stay stood up. It just always falls over no matter what. Big Doki Doki picture. I got some Naruto stuff, some Bleach stuff. I'm basically just a big old nerd. Now, beside the big shelf, I have my shoe display where I keep my sneaker collection. I recently got into this over the past year or so, and as you'll notice, I'm into pretty much Adidas. I have some Nikes I want to get, but they're all like legendary shoes, you know, like the Chicago ones or the Off-White ones or, you know, the Air Presto. I mean, like everything I want is super expensive from Nike, so I just kind of stick to what I can afford for the most part. Like all the Yeezys that you see, I got them for retail, so I mean, I stick to what I can afford for the most part, but those are some grails that I would like to get eventually. And beside that, I have this table where this is the least interesting part of the room, I think, maybe except for the corner over there. I keep my internet stuff, you know, my hub stuff, like my router, Alexa, my Hue for my Philips light, stuff like that. Not really interesting. I keep underneath the table, I got a box, and I keep my Xbox 360, my PS3, stuff for Throwback Attack and all that kind of stuff. I keep that underneath just for quick access so I can plug it right into my, you know, it's just stuff like that. Now for the piece de la resistance, my computer stuff and my recording equipment. My computer is custom built. It has 32 gigs of RAM, an 8700K, a 980 Ti, you know, just some of the specs for the inside of the computer there. Even has a little Seth Rollins pop in the White Ranger attire sitting there to match the build. I really enjoy the build that I got here. For my mouse and keyboard, I just recently bought this Corsair mouse as I needed a new one, and it really wasn't expensive. I just got it from Walmart. My keyboard is a Varmillo, I think I'm saying that right, 10 keyless mechanical keyboard that I absolutely fell in love with. When I first saw this thing, it was an automatic buy. It's probably the best keyboard that I've ever had. Definitely my best looking keyboard that I've ever had. I just love this thing to death. I have a little 10 keyless wrist rest, say that 3 times, wrist rest that I bought from Amazon, and a big old HyperX mouse pad. I mean, this thing is huge, and honestly, I use like every inch of it. That's what she said. I also had this little mouse bungee thing for my mouse cable. I don't know, I like it. So something pretty cool. Elgato was nice enough to send me some products. He sent me the Stream Deck, which is kind of like a hotkey, it's like physical hotkeys, which are already physical. That was such a bad description of what this thing is, but you kind of get the idea. And they sent me an Elgato HD60S, which I use when I go on business trips and things like that. I use the Stream Deck pretty much every time I stream, and it's become a huge part of my workflow. I wasn't sure if I was gonna find a space for this, like if I was actually gonna use this, but after I got it and set it up, I have it like separate things for Twitch and YouTube, and honestly, my workflow has never been the same. I definitely think if you're a content creator and you're looking for some stuff to add to your setup, of course, the Stream Deck is a fantastic piece of equipment. And then if you ain't got a capture card, hey, I don't know what you're doing. I don't even know how you're creating content. Maybe you're using Fraps. Is that a thing? Does that exist? I think people still use that, maybe. I have a white PS4 Pro and an Xbox One S behind my left monitor over here, which only works because I don't use discs and I only get games digitally nowadays, because if I did have discs, I'd have to move this monitor every single time. It would just be a pain in the absolute butt cheeks. I don't do that, just digitally for everything. I use a SCUF controller on my PS4 Pro that I've had for a while, and it's really never let me down. I think I bought this during Black Ops 2. I don't remember the exact time that I bought this, but I mean, it's done me well since then, so I have nothing bad to say. My monitors are a BenQ 144Hz monitor here on the left, and a Dell Gaming 144Hz 1440p monitor here on the right. That's a lot of numbers back to back. I used to use a widescreen monitor that maybe you saw on top of the shelving unit. I had to put it up there because I can't use it. I have to upgrade my graphics card to be able to run this Dell Gaming monitor that runs at 1440p and this widescreen monitor at the same time. It just wasn't working. I couldn't get, hey, I was trying to stream and it was just like not working. I just like, okay, I'll switch them out. So I switched back to this 1920 by 1080 monitor and I called it a day. To record all my videos and all that, you'll see that camera on a stick back there. Yeah, that's what I use. That's a Canon 80D with a Sigma 30mm lens that I spent way too much money on. And I have 2 cheap box lights, which is just a complete difference from the camera and the lens and all that. I have these 2 cheap box lights that I found on Amazon, and I've been meaning to upgrade them to LED like box lights, I guess. I don't know, LED lights or whatever you want to call them. But for now, I kind of stuck dimmable lights in it and just called it a day. And we can't forget the actual microphone itself, right? My actual audio equipment that you hear me on. The microphone itself is a Shure SM7B microphone, and that's using an XLR cable, which is run through the Blue Compass mic arm that just came out recently. And that is connected into the Focusrite Solo, which is used to put it into my PC, which I have my Audio-Technica M50X hooked in so I can hear things, and when it gets sweaty on Fortnite, I can put those suckers on. You know how it is sometimes. And that's my recording studio. You know, that's pretty much what I got in here. And if you saw anything that you maybe want to get for yourself, of course, you can check the description, or you can just get up with me in the comments on Twitter or anything like that, and I'll hit you up with the goody goody. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed for more of that goody goody. And I'll see you guys on the next video. See.